Some of the most common questions I get is, what do I do when my child does something wrong? Or, what can I do when my child won't do something I ask him to do? Parents want to know how to react to different behavior that the child displays. What parents really should ask is, how can we avoid having all these problems altogether? The idea is that such an option as possible has never occurred to most parents. We have a tendency not to address issues until they confront us. We live busy lives. We tend not to see problems as problems until they become, well, problems. Future problems belong to the future, and most of us have our hands full just trying to get through the present day. Another reason we live in the reactive mode is this is how the world operates. You'll never get a call from the IRS because they suspect you might be planning on changing your taxes next year. As a result, most parents approach parenting with the question of how to react when problems occur. Parents don't think about what to do to avoid these problems. Now, the trouble with reactive parenting is that it has 5 major flaws. Number 1, the problem is already there. That means all the unpleasantness, the resentment, and the bad feelings that a specific problem causes are also already there. Number 2, many problems cannot be repaired completely. Even if you find an appropriate means to address what's happened, the after effects are going to be lingering on for a while. Number 3, when you respond to what your child already did, you are focusing on what is wrong. Your child won't like it because you're coming to him with complaints, and you won't like it because you're constantly dealing with disturbing things your child does. You don't even get started until your child does something that bothers you. Number 4, reactive parenting doesn't build your relationship with your child. It creates resentment and drives a wedge between you and your child, making it harder to have a close relationship. And number 5, responding to bad behavior has a limited short-time effectiveness. You can criticize your child only so many times and on so many issues before your child is going to turn off and ignore you. On the other hand, proactive parenting is when you focus on positive interactions with your child that will encourage compliance and build your relationship in positive ways. When you interact with your child in this fashion, you preempt problems. That means you set up situations and work with your relationship so that the problems are minimized so they don't occur at all. Being proactive means planning ahead. You evaluate what you do, anticipate the rough spots, and then plan the ways to minimize and get around them. When you focus on proactive parenting techniques, you get a lot of benefits. Number 1, many of the episodes you would otherwise have to respond to never occur. That means all the stress, the fighting, the bad feelings also do not occur. And on your child's part, he will not have to resentment towards you that punishment brings, nor have to endure your criticism from you. Number 2, you'll have a lot less problems, so there'll be a lot less things to fix. Number 3, even when you have to react to bad behavior, since you are doing it much less often, what you do will be far more effective and engender much less resentment. Number 4, you'll be focusing on the positive. You're going to feel good about it, your child's going to feel good about that. Number 5, there are no limits to your effectiveness. In fact, the more proactive you are, the more effective a parent you'll become. Number 6, your relationship with the child will just get better and better. And number 7, no matter how bad things are, you will be able to repair damaged relationships. For this reason, what we're going to discuss in this video series and what I'm going to show you how to do in our programs is how to use your parenting to preempt problems and to build your relationship with your child. We'll discuss tactics and strategies to get you through the rough spots, but our main focus is going to be to make sure that the issues you're struggling with now don't have to come up again.